Hello and welcome to another side play. Me, am Move 6 of another furry visual novel. This one, Arches, a game about these two boyos going to the town of Echo and stuff happening. And also spoilers alerts. But, alternate timelines, I guess. I think there's three side stories. One where you click on these two guys, I guess after you complete the game, and then, vessels? Maybe. I'd have to ask. Anyways, let's click on the boyo to the left. I think one's a Halloween special and the other's alternate timeline or something. I don't know. The first time I saw something serious was on the day I turned 8. Mom and Dad had bought me this old handheld and a few games to go with it. Even though it was a generation out of date, and all my friends had the newer version, I was still happy to have it. It was cool to just own something. I was alone. Mom let me stay home from school, and that day was part of my birthday present. I was on this little sofa, sort of slouched down as far as I could go, practically lying on my back on the seat cushion with my head propped up against it. It's gonna be bad for your neck, but I do that too. I was playing this game that I can't even remember, just staring at the display. Then I saw a weird reflection on the plastic screen, easy to see because it didn't actually light up like the new model did. Is the screen on the... maybe it's like one of those handheld things? I don't know. It's a Nintendo. Anyway, there's this reflection of something really tall and dark in the corner next to me. All I can think is that Mom somehow hung up one of her long jackets and dresses on the floor lamp we have there. But that doesn't make sense. So I look up and to the right, and then I saw it. A face staring down at me. 2 yellow eyes with slit pupils, no muzzle, face flat, with the edges of the mouth curled up in a grin. Its teeth were long and sharp, all of them. I don't remember seeing ears. I don't think it had any. I just know that it wasn't a person. It was a thing, a creature. Yellow eyes were standing out from the black matted fur that covered its face. I could only see the edges of its mouth because it had on it what I think was a raincoat or something. There was a big collar that was turned up and covered the lower half of its face. And it was tall. Its shoulders and the back of its head and neck were up against the ceiling, so it was looking straight down at me. The rest of its body was pushed back into the corner next to the sofa, its arms out to the side and pressed to the walls, like he's bracing himself. What I think were long black claws stuck down from the openings at the end of the sleeves, dug into the walls. And for a few seconds, I stared up at it. It didn't move at all, not even a little bit. Kind of like it was stuck there in still frame. It's weird to see something you know shouldn't exist. Like, there's this extra movement where your brain, or a moment where your brain absorbs what it's seeing. Then, instead of making you react right away, like maybe seeing a spider would, there's this extra beat where your brain is really analyzing it. Like, yep, this is really happening. And it really shouldn't be, but here it is. I found another spider on me again today. It's like, ugh. It's hard to remember exactly what happened next. I just sort of ran. Or at least scrambled on all fours, trying to get the hell out of there. I didn't hear anything. I didn't feel a move, and I was just too scared to look back. I was tumbling out onto the wet grass because it could It was cloudy and drizzling like always, and then onto the little paved walkway that wound its way through the trailer park. I was just running up that walkway, getting as far away from the thing I couldn't understand as I could. What kind of fucks me up to this day, even worse than when I first saw it, is that when I was a good 3 trailers away, I looked back, not really expecting to see anything, but I did. There, framed in the little window of our trailer, was the flat-faced creature, still with the same expression, the collar still up, looking frozen in time. The blinds, which had always been bent and askew, were moving though, gently swaying behind its head, as if it grinned right at me with those yellow eyes. As it grinned with yours. I just sat at the entrance of the park, shivering in the rain. After a moment, one of my neighbors rushed out of her trailer to check up on me. I told her that I was fine, but wasn't able to tell her why she saw me running out of the trailer, or why I couldn't go back in my trailer. So she brought me into hers instead. I guess she thought that maybe someone broke in and scared me, because then the cops were there. Then my mom was there, and I think she got into some trouble for leaving me alone. When the cops left, I got in big trouble, but I was just happy to have people around. Of course, I couldn't tell them what happened, because it couldn't have happened, but it did, and then it happened again, and again, and again. They can't touch you. They can't hurt you. At least, not in a physical way. Mentally, it's a different story, which makes sense because all of it is mental. I was messed up way before the thing they saw in my trailer, which might explain why I saw it. But it was me continuing to see it that traumatized me. I never knew when I was going home to an empty trailer or a trailer with a raincoat monster inside. Eventually, I was able to realize that it didn't really notice me, I guess. The first time, it definitely wanted to make its presence known to me. These days, it kinda pops up every now and then, and it's really just a cardboard cutout of a spooky character from a horror movie. Yeah, it's still startling when it's at the foot of your bed at 2 a.m., but you learn to live with it. Soon, the cardboard raincoat monster with claws became a man who could walk around our kitchen. He was angry, cursing, throwing stuff around, but I was okay with all of it because he never noticed me. It couldn't say the same about the next thing though, and that was another flat-faced creature, but this one moved around on all fours, with its elbows and legs at an angle like a spider. It could crawl into my bed, over my face, and whisper things at me. That's when it really became hard, and things finally broke down after the first time I tried ketamine. For most of my teenage years, I was a weed and opioid kind of guy. Not like heroin or anything, but a pill every now and then to go with the weed so I could really chill. My friend, he loved stuff that was really a bit more intense stuff, that really made you feel something, or nothing at all, which is what he promised me before I took it. You feel nothing but calm. And then, while sitting in my friend's living room, a bear broke through the window. He had a ski mask, and he had a gun, and I screamed, and I ran, and I called 911. And of course, it wasn't real. I was so out of it, actually, that I thought I was watching someone else do all of that. I'm not friends with that guy anymore, but it was still a turning point for me. I knew drugs made these hallucinations worse. I knew that the longer I stayed in one place, the more they appeared. And I knew they weren't real. I knew because why was there a creature with foot-long claws and a raincoat that stood 10 feet tall? Well, I'm going to bet such a thing has never existed in that trailer. I'm going to bet nothing like it ever existed at all. I created it, and it follows me, and I ignore it, even though it's starting to get weirdly insistent. October 2019. I might need to censor this. You alright, babe? Dev, somehow, already has his shirt off. A little eager, huh? I don't answer the question, as I slap my shirt over my head, and immediately Dev's paws go down my sides. He's a little buzzed, so I don't think this is really going anywhere. We just wanted to get away from the party. When we wandered around the forest next to the house, Dev was looking for orbs or something. What? It started raining, so he ran to the car and decided to wait for Jason to come out so he could leave. Hopefully soon, because this thing, it stands outside the window. It's aware of us. I don't like that, even to this day. Is there someone out there, or something? Dev looks behind us, right at the creature, and the chill runs on back as he stares face to face with it. It's grinning at him with its sharp teeth and stooped over deeply because it's too tall. But as usual, Dev doesn't react. That's because he's normal. Are you seeing things again, Cam? Just because you told me it stopped doesn't mean it might not come back. You'd really like that, wouldn't you? No, things are ghost-free. Well, whatever you think they are you seeing things again? I sigh deeply. I mean, it never goes away. It's just better sometimes compared to other times. Deb rubs his bare arm, his big chest heaving, then shuddering as I run my paws down his pecs, squeezing them. I don't want you to get upset, but I close my eyes, waiting to be upset. He already knows I don't like him treating me like I'm some psychic. I'm just a stupid kid that sees horrible, useless things. But would you at least tell me if you were seeing something that might be important to me? I blink, thinking, then realize what, or rather who, he's talking about. Oh, well, yeah, of course I would. It's just that I don't really see people, just things, and not good things. Dev has gone a bit quiet as I rub down his stomach, playing with his fur and the thick layers that come naturally to bears. Something that I like. He likes them thick. I feel weird doing this while waiting for a friend. I mean, it's our car. We're both 25 and acting like we just can't wait. We gotta do this before we go home. Usually, Dev just like to be intimate like this, where he can just feel me, but he only grunts as I tentatively open his fly. He doesn't stop me, so I keep going. Well, you know I was supposed to visit Echo today, but Larry had some problems, or whatever. So now we're just at the shitty party, and it's gonna be months before I have a chance again. I shrug, wanting to keep the conversation light. I've seen worse. Parties, I mean. Next time, I'm not bringing Larry. It's just gonna be me, and whoever else wants to go. I nod for him to go on. Dev sighs in a frustrated way that has his chest expanding against me again. He pulls my paws from his uwu and holds me, just pressing our bodies together. Man, I love when they do that. Obviously, I want you to go, but I don't want you to feel like some kind of tool or something I'm just using. I think it could be a good experience for all of us. Sure. I stare back at him. Didn't like 10 people die or something? Well, not that, but how things will change if we see something. And what does that mean? That there's something more. There's somewhere to go after we die. I think hard, trying to choose my words carefully. But how do we know that? Seeing something doesn't really mean anything. I've learned that over time. Just Dev sighs. Not really annoyed, just tired. Probably having a hard time thinking straight on the alcohol. Yeah, you probably shouldn't be driving if you're like that buzzed. I just need your help for a few days. I want to know. I need to know where she is. Nowhere. She's dead. So she's nowhere. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this. It's such a bad idea, but this is important for Dev. It always has been. So, now he's finally asking me to go. I can only say, of course. He grins and lets out a breath, like he's relieved. I had no idea. He was as tense about it, though I guess my reactions to previous comments about the town told him I wasn't exactly a fan of going. But I can stand a few days of discomfort if Dev finds his answer, which I really, really hope he does. Thank you. No problem, man. I try not to jump, because, just as I said that, for the first time in my life, I see the cardboard creature move. It's spooky. Okay, yeah, I think that's the Halloween thing. So, I was just thinking, maybe I kind of want to set this side play to be released before I start posting arches. You know, to be like, this is the prequel to before this game happens. You know? Because, oh, what's gonna happen to these boys throughout the entire thing? Well, when I click on this guy, on the next thing, it's gonna be what happens after arches, you know? I just kind of want to click here and see what other CGs we got. Okay, so there's still 2 in number 7 and 3 in number 8. Okie dokie artichoke. Also, there's a secret ending where if you don't click on anything, they don't move anywhere, I guess. Or, I don't know, something. So anyways, that's gonna be the end of this Let's Play. So I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please comment, cause I like, or side play. Please comment, cause I like, say what you like, dislike. Tips, tricks, otherwise, if you like my YouTube and would like to see it grow. And then please like, subscribe, and check out other videos to help it grow. May have turned down the audio a bit. It's kind of funny. I accidentally had the audio a bit too high or low, because maybe options? Yeah, options, duh. Because I accidentally had this thing done, and hopefully it doesn't ruin it, you know? Anyways, if you want to play this game, it's available free on itch.io, but if you want to support the people that made this game and are making other games, you can go to their Patreon, where it's $3 a month for early access to our games. And until next time, another side play, me, game will fix some of the game. So thanks and see you.